You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Thanks for stopping by today. I appreciate it greatly. I have been doing other videos and forgot about these. Well, I didn't forget about them. Knew I had to get to them. And then at the time, I wanted to order this because this was a giant, totally transparent thinking putty called Falling Water. Now, this all started because my original liquid glass, someone had asked me, what is the new glass compared to the original liquid glass? So that's why I've got those two tins there. And this one, I'm going to come back for. It's the 1 pound mega tin, and then I'll show all the transparent putties. Now, interesting enough, I have been corresponding with Crazy Errands, and I've got a count. Now, they have, because I've been asking them, based on what I have in my collection, how many putties have you made since you started? And they gave me a number, and that was around 350 different putties. Exciting news is they are going to have that all available on their website at some point. They couldn't give me an exact date. So that's where we're at. And then, I don't know if you remember, let me grab, there was a, inside the tin, let me show you. Okay, I had to get this tin. Remember this tin? This was the number tin. There was the game on the inside, bonus fun inside. So I had also questioned them about that, and I believe it was 5. They have 5 different games so far, and they're coming up with more. And then I asked him if he could send me the artwork for those, and he did. So I don't know, maybe I'll put them at the end of this video so you can see the games they have so far. Now, let's get this one out of the way. I'm excited to do this one, but this is really about showing these two putties. So let's get the original. Now, if you notice, these original ones open from the top. Got to get the right tool, because they tend to rip if you don't open them correctly. Okay. Okay. Come on out. There we go. This is what used to be on the inside of this version of the putty. So now, how many do I have of the 350? That's the question. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to collect all of the unique branded putties. Not all of the different, just the regular colors, red, green. Those I'll probably never collect unless they come my way. Okay, so now this is the original putty. And it looks as though it's dirty. Let me clean that off. And I don't know if that's just age. I don't remember the last person that played with it. Let's just grab it. Okay, so yeah, it's not the cleanest looking. Now what's on the lid is, see all that there? Now I usually try to store these flat, so I'm not sure how this happened. But once you play with it, it no longer becomes clear till you let it sit. So this has been sitting probably for years. Let's just leave that. It's a little brown. So for me to really do an absolute comparison, I'd have to find an original tin of that one. Okay, that's the inside of that. Ages 3+, Super Illusions, Hypercolors, Glow Brights, Cosmic Glows, Ghost Riders, Liquid Glass, Magnetic Storms, totally transparent. Okay, this one actually looks like it's sealed. Yes, it is. Let's get this plastic off. What does this say? This says, just like its name implies, Liquid Glass Thinking Putty is unlike anything you've ever seen. The crystal clear creation is so transparent that the tin often appears empty to the naked eye. Liquid Glass acts differently than other thinking putty because of its unique formulation. It's truly one of a kind. Now, speaking of that, I did ask Crazy Aaron, I said, do you have all 350 of your putties, a tin of each? And they did not. They don't think they do. They're pretty confident they don't, because I don't know if you remember the original video that I showed you. This one here. And this Crazy Aaron's first putty, the Coral. Now, the only reason they were able to put a tiny piece of coral in all of these 500 is that I guess someone close to Crazy Aaron had found a tin of the original putty. They don't actually have it. And to formulate it now would mean they would be using different and newer ingredients, and they would not be able to duplicate the exact. But that's all hearsay. You didn't hear that from me. Okay, so this one's stuck just like the other one. Now usually you just twist it, but this thing's on there really good. So let's just slowly peel away. What do I got? I got Sharpie on me. I'm going to have to, before I touch this, I'm going to rewash my hands. I don't remember what I used. Oh, I know. I was writing a note. So I don't want Sharpie on my hands. So I'm going to go scrub them really good. Wow, this is hard to open. Okay, we're almost there. Yes, it doesn't even look like there's anything in there. Okay, but to do this right, I must clean up. I'm going to do that, and then I will come back. Okay, Sharpie is gone. Hands are clean. Let's just move this one a little further out of the way. Let's just see. Yeah, the feel, it's what I remember it being. Let's see if we can get this off the lid. It's kind of cool, the little bumps in there. So that's all the Crazy Aaron's update I have for you. And they're very nice to answer my questions. And what I was trying to do was come up with a amount of putties that I've done on video. And then I'm going to reference their list, because I'm looking for exclusives and putties that are not just the common ones. I don't think I'll ever have 350, but I'm probably in the hundreds. Well, remind me to show you something at the end of this video. I was at a garage sale and I found, you're not going to believe it, Crazy Aaron's for $1, and I'll show you what I got for $1. Okay, so here is the clear. See, now this has been messed with, and you can kind of see. Can you see? Camera's not focusing. It's either my eyes or the camera. I don't know. Maybe the camera doesn't know what to focus on. All right, so let's just. We'll have to incorporate that into it. Let's take a little bit of that and a little bit of this, so I can get a feel for it. The one on the right seems a little softer. We get about the same amount. Yeah, it does. I don't know if that's just age, putty formulation, different ingredients from the original to this one. It just feels a little softer. Let's stretch. Okay, so it breaks when you stretch it. Let's see this one. This one breaks too, gives you a little bit more stretch. Yeah, depending on how you do it. Okay, that's that. Alright, let's continue cleaning the tin. So that's where I'm at. I'm waiting for a copy of the spreadsheet to show up on their website so that I can cross-reference. Ooh, see, now that just dropped in there. My inventory to their history. Okay, so once I do this, it's no longer going to be clear. So let's just see if we can get it out like that. There we go. Look how beautiful that is. Super, super clear. Ooh. A piece of this one looked like it landed on it. Okay, so we have to keep this clean. All right. I think I've cleaned this tin pretty good. I actually cleaned down the tabletop before I even started this. Didn't notice that thing on my hand, that Sharpie, but that's been washed away. Okay, good to go. Okay, so let's get this one out of the way. I kind of have a feel for now what's going on. It is a little bit different. And now we have a beautiful piece. I do have something black that I can put this on. Let's see if that helps you see it. Okay, does that help? This was actually recently used in a video. What video did I use this in? Tell me. See where I touch it? It starts to change. Look at that. And the camera is going to start to change too because it's not liking it. Let me turn the camera up. Oh, it's still staying the right color, so that is correct. When I did that, I was looking to see sometimes the camera switches to like a blue hue for it's struggling, but we seem to be okay. Let me turn up the lighting just a little. How's that? A little brighter. I made a starfish. Looks like Patrick from SpongeBob. That is the neatest putty. There, now it's got that cloudy, almost like it went from clear ice to ice that has that white look to it. Yeah, so it's definitely not a stretchy putty. It breaks apart real easy. And now we have that. And here's close to a clear one, but not as clear. This was all the pieces. And the more I touch it, the less it has that clear look to it. I wonder if I just set this here, how long it would take for it to return back. I really don't know. That would be a long video. It could take hours and hours and hours. I'd have to put it in a time lapse. Oh yeah, let you take a look at that. Let me go grab what I got at the garage sale. I'll zoom the camera back out. Yes, this was in a bag, and they wanted $1. There's more. Hold on. So these three, Aura, Sunburst, and Burmese Ruby, I've done on video. This I have not done. So now I have one. There's Crystal Skull. And then 3, Ice Princess. 4, Electric Ruby, never done. Aurora Sky. So these I've never put on video before. Penguin Party. Neon Flash, which was still sealed. And then Eternal Flame. So those are all putties I've not done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more to add to my list that I will eventually get to. And these 3 I have done in the larger tins. I normally don't get the small tins because it's just not a lot of putty. So I wonder if I should do a video with all of them. Let me know what you think. I have not decided yet. I have not made a decision. I usually like to do one video for one putty so that you have it. Okay, so someone's just searching Burmese Ruby. It's not mixed in with all the others. That's all I'm saying. That was exciting. For $1, would you have bought it? I couldn't resist. I was surprised to see it on the table. I really could. I could actually set this up in a time lapse on the other booth. And then add it to this video. I don't know. It would be cool. Let me just zoom in. Doesn't it have that? Like this. I would just time lapse this and see it slowly spread out and drop. And then hopefully go to clear again. All right, remember, I washed my hands, I cleaned my tabletop. This board was clean from the last time. All right, so that's my overall. Whoever was asking, I don't remember. I think it's a little bit stiffer than the original. It's close. But yeah, I remember reacting the same way. Everything else to me is the same. And there you go. What do you think? I'm not going to make any guarantees, but I need that other camera. That's the thing. So I could get by with just this camera. If I set this in time lapse just like this. All right, well, we'll see. You're gonna hear me say later, and then right back to my outro of the Lucky Penny Shop, or you're gonna say later, and then you're gonna see a time lapse. I know, you all want to see a time lapse, don't you? Me too. Leave it like that. All right, let's do it. I'm going to time lapse this, and then it'll be after my later, because I'll add it in. And thanks for watching, by the way. And if you can, let me know what you think about those putties I found at the garage sale. One at a time, all 8 in one video. Either way, I'm going to run a time lapse on this, and we'll see how it goes. And I'll add it. Either way. And thanks for watching. Later. Alright, so I did it, and that was actually 900 pictures. Every 30 seconds it took a picture, so do the math. That tells you how long the camera was actually running. I'm going to say overall that was pretty cool to watch. Now there is still some air bubbles in there. Let's see if I can angle this. I mean, it looks like liquid glass, doesn't it? It's really cool how it blends into the black, and then there are air bubbles. I still want to just play with it again. Let me zoom the camera out a little bit. Let me bring this in here. I'll put it back in my tin. And then we'll just go from there. All right, here we go. I'm going to peel it up. That is cool. Let me give you the side angle. There, you can still see a lot of the bubbles in it. I'm going to say overall, this was fun, and I enjoyed this putty. It is the Crazy Aaron's liquid glass. What do you think? Did it look like liquid glass? Was it cool to watch it in time lapse? I did that time lapse actually 2 or 3 times. I didn't like it the first time. There was a little piece of something in the first one, and I don't know where it came from. I've been so careful handling it. All right, well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I had fun making it. It is the Crazy Aaron's liquid glass, and I'm going to get to that other one soon because that's a cool 1-pound tin. Later! If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS Dave,
What's up, Butch?
make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.